A widow's shadow, Yelena Belova, now an independent operative, is tracking down rogue Black Widow agents left behind after the fall of the Red Room. She has a reputation in the underground world as ruthless but efficient. While she saves some widows, she executes others deemed too dangerous. In quiet moments, she's haunted by Natasha's voice in her head, memories, regrets, and unresolved guilt over her sister's death. Ghosts in the system. In a snowy Siberian region, a hidden Red Room facility is breached and destroyed. Yelena investigates the ruins and discovers encrypted files marked with Natasha's name and the phrase, Legacy Protocol. Surveillance footage shows a masked assassin walking away. Fast, lethal, and surgical. Yelena senses a deeper game is being played. Blood signature. With the help of a hacker widow named Zara, Yelena decrypts fragments of the files. They mention Project Omega and Romanoff DNA sequencing. Yelena realizes someone is replicating Natasha's fighting style and memory patterns. She grows paranoid. Is Natasha somehow alive? Or is something worse at play? Iron Wolf rises. In Moscow, a high-profile Russian general is assassinated during a public security speech. The assassin is revealed to be Arkady Volkov, known as Iron Wolf, a cybernetically enhanced Red Room asset who was considered too unstable and violent for field work. He publicly declares war on Natasha's legacy, blaming her for the fall of Russia's secret elite programs. Family fractures. Yelena seeks help from her parents, Melina and Red Guardian, Alexei. Melina confesses she once worked on Legacy Protocol before defecting. Red Guardian warns Yelena that Volkov was obsessed with Natasha and was nearly killed by her in a secret Berlin mission. Volkov believes Natasha betrayed him, and now he wants to erase everything linked to her. Valentina's game. Valentina Allegra de Fontaine visits Yelena under the guise of offering support, but she reveals that S.H.I.E.L.D. had secret widow research buried deep in black archives. She warns that multiple countries may want Natasha's genetic material to create perfect assassins. Valentina subtly offers Yelena more power if she joins her team again, but Yelena declines. Widow Omega. Yelena infiltrates a biotech lab in Istanbul and uncovers tanks containing semi-conscious girls. Widow clones enhanced with synthetic muscle memory. She destroys the lab but saves a 12-year-old girl named Nika, who has Natasha's face and instinct. Yelena is torn. She doesn't want to raise a child, but also can't leave her behind. Clone Protocol. Melina runs tests on Nika and confirms she is a genetic replica of Natasha with modifications. Faster reflexes, but no emotional stability. Nika is withdrawn, cold, and trained to kill. Red Guardian begins trying to connect with her through combat training. Yelena begins to form a reluctant bond with the girl, seeing echoes of Natasha. The hunt begins. Volkov activates sleeper agents who once served under Natasha. They are being hunted and eliminated. Yelena starts a race against time to reach them first. Each widow saved carries a unique data shard, parts of Natasha's plan stored in their minds as a dead-drop security measure. Vienna Trap. While rescuing a former widow named Alira in Vienna, Yelena is ambushed by Volkov and his Cyber Widow squad. She narrowly escapes with Alira but loses another agent, Daria, to Volkov's brutal tactics. Volkov mocks Yelena for clinging to Natasha's weak morality. Truth from the past. Flashbacks show a younger Natasha encountering Volkov on a mission gone wrong. She had the chance to eliminate him but instead spared his life after he surrendered. He interpreted it as a bond, something sacred. But when she later left the Red Room and destroyed its legacy, he saw it as betrayal and vowed revenge. Decoding the legacy. Using the memory fragments retrieved from the rescued widows, Melina deciphers the Legacy Protocol. It's a cryptographic lock leading to a backup drive hidden in a Budapest safe house. Natasha created it in case someone ever tried to clone her or weaponize her identity. Safe house siege. Yelena, Melina, and Nika travel to Budapest. Inside the safe house, they find Natasha's voice diary, combat schematics, and more data, but Volkov tracks them using a Widow tracker chip. He storms the safe house, severely injures Red Guardian, and kidnaps Nika. Fall of the Wolf. Yelena, enraged, goes rogue. She installs a hidden tracker in herself and plants false data on her own whereabouts. Volkov follows the bait. Meanwhile, Melina decodes the real information from Natasha's drive, a counter-protocol to shut down all Widow clones. UN infiltration. Volkov plans a final strike at a United Nations summit in Geneva, where he'll broadcast Natasha's darkest Red Room missions and reveal the US and Russia's involvement in Widow projects. Yelena infiltrates the summit disguised as a bodyguard and uses the counter-protocol to deactivate clone signals mid-broadcast. Showdown in Geneva. A fierce fight erupts between Yelena and Volkov in a secure conference bunker. He mocks her for never living up to Natasha's name. Their fight is raw, symbolic, and emotional. Just as he gains the upper hand, Nika appears, free from programming, and wounds Volkov fatally. He dies cursing Natasha's memory. Widow no more. With Volkov dead and the Widow Omega program destroyed, the world begins to move on. Valentina approaches Yelena again, but Yelena turns her down cold. She tells Val, "I'm not your Black Widow. I'm not anyone's." She decides to forge her own identity. A new sisterhood. Yelena, Melina, and Red Guardian by remote land in Norway to build a secret retreat for surviving widows and cloned girls. It's not a military base, it's a healing center. Nika begins to laugh, smile, and paint. Yelena finally allows herself to feel peace. Letter from Natasha. Inside the decrypted files is a final video from Natasha, addressed to Yelena. She tells her, "You are stronger than me, not because you fight better, but because you feel more. That will be your power and your curse." Yelena cries for the first time in years. The Widow's Flame. In a symbolic act, Yelena burns the last piece of Red Room tech and data. She wears a new suit, black and silver, with a flame symbol on the chest. A memorial stone reads, "Natasha Romanoff, the first flame. Yelena Belova, the keeper of fire." Yelena walks away with Nika by her side, into a future of her own making.